Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before, but I want to talk to you about why that's so important. Fail big. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about it. In the acting business, you fail all the time. Early on in my career, I auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical. Perfect role for me, I thought, except for the fact that I can't sing. I'm in the wings. I'm about to go on stage, but the guy in front of me, he's singing like Pavarotti. He's just and he's just going on and on and on, and I'm just shrinking. I'm getting smaller and smaller. So they say, "Oh, thank you very much, and you'll be hearing from us." So I come out with my little sheet music, and it was Just My Imagination by the Temptations. That's what I came up with. So I hand it to the accompanist, and she looks at it and looks at me and looks out at the director. And
okay, our number is even reducing. Instead of the number to be increasing, it's reducing. So I don't know what is really going on here. Okay, let's just start. And first of all, I want to appreciate my mentor for giving me this privilege to share, to welcome him in this meeting this morning. So what is going to happen is that I'm going to start with our first cardinal culture. And we're going to start with a Christian and equally a Muslim prayer. So I want to unmute someone to give us the opening prayer. And who is this person? Mr. Innocent Eze. I want to unmute him to give us the opening prayer. Okay, Mr. Innocent, unmute yourself. I've muted you, and give us the Christian prayer, please. Mr. Innocent Eze, are you in this meeting? It's like network have thrown him away. Okay, then let me just unmute another person to give us the opening prayer this morning. And I'm going to unmute as a Charity C. Please, can you unmute yourself and give us the opening prayer? As a Charity C, are you in this meeting? Why is it that some persons will join meeting and they will just keep their phone where they like?
I believe you can.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, all right, let's begin the prayer. In Jesus' name, Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of life. We thank you
As a Charity, we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me? Is it my network?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Your voice is breaking. We can hear you now.
All right. Father, we thank you for making us possible to assemble here again. Please may you bless our uncle who is going to do this meeting. Give him the knowledge, understanding, and wisdom for us to guide us in a way that we understand and pray. Let us not be of and give us everything that will teach us so that at the end our business will be given to
Amen. Your network is breaking, but God have answered your prayer. Okay. I'm going to equally unmute a Muslim in our midst to give us the Muslim prayer. Okay. I'm going to unmute Dr. Hamid Ibrahim. Dr. Hamid Ibrahim, please, if you are in the meeting, unmute yourself. I've muted you, and give us the Muslim prayer. Dr. Hamid Ibrahim. Okay.
Good morning, my leaders Thank you for giving me the opportunity to open this our meeting with prayer. So let's pray in the name of the Almighty Allah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Malik Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين سبحان رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Hamid Ibrahim, for giving us this wonderful prayer. Okay, I thank each and every one of you that made it possible to join this meeting very early this morning. This is how the leadership starts. But if you just join the meeting without calling any of your team member, you are wrong. Because our blueprint this year says this is a building era. If you are not building, it's just a regular job. So you just have to build in this business if you want to go to the top. It is only a leader who build other leaders like him or her that is going to climb up to the top. So guess what? What we are going to do now is our own national anthem. The national anthem of C21FG is the mission and the vision of C21FG. And guess what? Our leader is going to share the mission and the vision. And wherever you are, once they share this, I want you to affirm it. Not only reading it, but what? Just like affirm it in yourself. As you are saying it, just tell yourself, I am that. That you are one of those persons. And now they have already shared our vision. And I was going to recite this. Affirm it in you. Tell yourself that you are one of them. And you are going to start by the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. To raise a financial free people who will in turn raise other financial free people who will collectively use their resources and affect the world positively. Just tell yourself that you are one of them. That is our vision. Tell yourself you are one of them, and you cannot be one of them by not creating financially free people around you. How do you create them? By being a leader and equally building those leaders that is like you. Now, we are equally going to share our mission. We are equally going to share our mission. And guess what? I want you, anywhere that you are, affirm this. This our mission is already 2024. We are in the year already. That is why our blueprint says this is a building era. Without you building, you cannot be one of the what? 50,000 monthly millionaire. Now, let's recite this at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Our mission is to raise 50,000 monthly millionaires in the connected economy and usher in the next generation world changers using our system, structure, and equally our support. This system, structure, and support they are talking about, our system is what? The C21FG system. And the structure is what? The C21FG structure. Because if you are following the structure, you are going to start building leaders and equally support them to become like you in 2 to 4 years plan. And if you are not doing this to build leaders, you are not, in fact, you are not going anywhere in the business. Even if you are making the money, it is just a temporal money. So now, guess what? It's going to amaze you. I'm not going to be the one to anchor this meeting this morning. And I thank the person that gave me this privilege to anchor this, to welcome him this morning. I don't just take it for granted. I don't take it for granted. And first of all, some of us know me here and some people don't know me. And let me just start by telling you my name before I welcome my mentor. My name is Felix Joy Amarachi. I am one of the person that is in fact, I am just that person that the mentor Frederick held by the hand and showed me the way. And today, I am where I am today. So I don't take it for granted. Now, let's welcome our own Iroko, the person that gave birth to the Lion team and equally all the team members that joined this meeting this morning. We are going to welcome him in our midst. And I want us with a clapping, in fact, and a standing ovation, in fact, with the best emoji. If I'm not seeing the best emoji, I'm not going to welcome this man, the man of the moment, the lion himself. When they say the lion, you know that the lion is the king of the jungle. This is the king of the jungle that have bring us out. In fact, we are all the lioness. A lion gives birth to what he is. If you're not showing the best emoji here on the chat box, I am not going to welcome him. I am going to welcome my own mentor. I don't know if it is your mentor, but it's my own personal mentor in the person of Unstoppable Frederick Elokeze. If you are in this meeting, sir, the floor is yours.
All right, thank you very much, consultant Amarachi. This is my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased. Thank you very much for this warm welcome. Okay, thank you very much for this warm welcome. In fact, I really appreciate you for welcoming me, and I equally want to appreciate each and every one of us here. Consultant Joy Amarachi is someone that I've seen. Just watch out for this lady. In fact, she's fast becoming someone that the whole world will come to do what? To admire. That is where she's heading to. Okay, from the very moment I took her into my mentorship, in fact, she has been awesome, and then she has equally been resilient. And guess what? Today, Joy is climbing the ladder of success. And I'm so pleased to have each and every one of you on board today. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Today is yet another beautiful day for you to take a look at yourself. Take a look at this day, and you will see that it is what? It is a beautiful day that the Lord has made. It's one of those wonderful moments. He has given us a clean slate for us to advance the course of this business, for you to do what? To wake up and chase your dream. In fact, you see this my cap? I love wearing it. Do you know why? Because anytime I see it, I see this unstoppable. Because you know what? I know that I am unstoppable. And guess what? For each and every one of you that are connected to this meeting, you are equally unstoppable. You are equally unstoppable. The only thing preventing you from achieving your goal is the failure of you to realize the power, to realize the great opportunity you have to become super successful. That is the only problem. But once you realize it, guess what? You will do what it takes for you to become super successful. Just like the wonderful lady that introduced me. In fact, she said that this is the year of the building era. But guess what? There are a lot of persons who are yet to recognize that it is a building era for each and every one of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, today is our power cell meeting once again. And guess what? I am so pleased to have all the members united under one umbrella. But my only worry is what the different leaders have been doing, because I can't imagine we're already going 2 months into the new year, and our cell meeting, we are still unable to max out. What are we then doing? What are we then doing? In fact, if you're unable to max out, guess what? What it means is that a whole lot of people have not been joining cell meeting. You can imagine how many teams do we have here? We have the team of the Lion team directly under me, and then we have other teams that are headed by other leaders. We have the Indomitable, we have the Go-Getters, we have the Eagle and Star, we have the Eagle team, we equally have the Unbendable, the Fast Achievers, we have the Rising Stars, we equally have the Fast Achievers. We have so many things spearheaded by a lot of leaders. But guess what? What are these leaders doing? What are these leaders doing? To the point that in every of our Power Solve meeting, we're unable to max out. What it means is that there are a whole lot of us who have been unable to help our team, our immediate team grow. Okay, so I want you to make sure, just go to the participants handle and check for your team. Don't just assume that they are here. Go there and check for them. If they are not here, what it means is that nothing is happening for you, because you are not keen into the vision and mission of this very organization. In fact, this opportunity is not just for you. If it is just about you, in fact, okay, if I look now, I say, okay, let me check how many people are what in different things. There are so many of you. In fact, yesterday I was just chatting some leaders. In fact, there is so many of you. Just go and check your chat with me. You will see where I will show you a time, the time when you post your cell meeting. I will check the time you posted it. The time. In fact, there are some leaders that yesterday, and so many have been noticed, they will even post their cell meeting 7:23, some 7:30. If meeting starts, somewhere, yes, 7:23. If meeting starts by, let's say, no, not 7:23. There was one that posted 8:23. 8:23, yes. If meeting starts by 7:45 and somebody is posting 8:23, a leader. Oh, so just if you are one of my leaders, check my presence as you see those people that posted their meeting link late. I pinned to them and I wrote the time they posted. Say, see when you are posting your time. If a leader will come and post cell meeting link by 8:23, that means the leader joined at that time. What do you expect the cell students to do? What do you expect his or her downlines to do? Of course, they will join by 9 o'clock. That's when they will join. Just watch. Once it is closer to the time we finish, you'll see some persons joining. You know why? Because they don't have effective leaders. And this is what? A building era. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a building era for you and I, for us to build the structure of this business. See, let me tell you, you can even notice whether you are stronger than your upline so that you can wake up and do the needful. See, overtaking is allowed in our business. You can overtake anybody. Don't go and be waiting for, once you see that your leader is dulling you, or maybe your leader has so many responsibilities, guess what you need to do? You need to take your destiny into your hands. You need to take your destiny. Don't wait, or don't even be start equating. Oh, my leader has not risen to this point, and then you are there sitting down and waiting. Remember, just like the motivational video I was playing, he said that goal is a personal affair. In fact, your goals in life, they are personal affair. If you don't understand it, it has nothing to do with any other person. It is yours and yours alone. And if you must accomplish your goal, it is yours to accomplish and nothing more. So guess what? You can take your destiny into your hands. Stop looking at your leader. If you overtake your leader, wouldn't it be for your own glory? Why would you why would you accept your leader to keep you below your growth? That means if your leader is sending cell link by 8:30, you will wait till 8:30 before you join. Don't you know another leader you can locate? And say, okay, my leader is not even sending the meeting link. I need it. Before you know it, your leader will notice in fact, your readiness to run. And guess what? Your leader will bring you closer. Because in network marketing, what every leader is looking for is people that are willing. People that are willing. They are not looking for time wasters. Out of experience, They have learned that so many people are time wasters. So guess what they are doing? They are looking for people that are willing. Ladies and gentlemen, are you one of the willing mentee that needs to upgrade, that needs to get up and run your business? Diamond Project Activates is here. If you have not seen your leader, are you going to wait until your leader is here or there before you will run? Ladies and gentlemen, so many people are waiting for their leaders to do a whole lot of them for them. They are waiting for their leaders to send them the link for the cell meeting when they know they can chat the next leader that is coming. See, let me tell you, it is very, very hard for you to chat me by midnight and my data will be off. In fact, my data doesn't go to sleep. It is me that go to sleep. Once you send me message, bam, it delivers. Let it be in the midnight, whenever it is. Once you send me message, it delivers. If I have not seen it, it's two things. Either I'm busy or maybe I am asleep. But trust me, the message you send will not take too long for me for it to get my attention. So guess what? Locate your leader, locate that your upline leader, locate that your top leader, so that you can run. There are so many leaders that by the time they wake up, in fact, some meeting will be 5 minutes to the time. They have not shared the link to their team. They are still sleeping. They are still doing what I don't know. But let me tell you something. There are even the worst ones that share it by 8:30. In fact, as I'm talking to you, I'm seeing some leaders sharing the link for this meeting right now. Oh, if the leader shares by now 8:26, when do you expect the cell students or the downlines to join the meeting? Of course, they will join towards 9 o'clock. That is the reason why you see the number not increasing, because so many of us have lost track. So many of us have lost what we should be doing every moment in the business. However, like I said, a whole lot of people are waiting for their leader to prospect for them, for their leader to book their list, for their leader to do this, for their leader to do that, for their leader to do this one, for their leader to, in fact, to start up their new distributor, for their leaders to welcome their new distributor into the platform, for their leaders to bring their leader, their downlines into what? Into the incubator platform. They are just waiting. And when you ask them, why are you not successful? Guess what they say? My leader has not included my own person into this. My leader has not done this. My leader has not done. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when I decided to run this business, like I always tell you people, 2 decisions you make in this business: decision to pay in your money and sign into this business, and 2, decision to run the business. They are 2 different things. When I paid money was not when I started running this business. But when I made that decision to run, guess what? In fact, the first thing I did was to go to Lagos office. Then I was in Lagos to collect my list from Mr. Anthony. I said, give me back my list. I want to work on it. Give it back to me. He gave it back to me. One problem I was having with him was, before they brought me to the leadership cadre, one problem I was having with him is, this person you have not included this person, you have not included this person. At a point, I even felt he was dulling me, and guess what I did? I created my own platform. My up leader started deciding on me. Why would you do this? I said, no, I need to lead my team out of Egypt. I needed to do it. And guess what? I started. I was like, everything I would be stopping. I'll say this way. This one has not been added. This one has not been added to this platform. This one is not there. This one is not there. At a point, he noticed that he needed to bring me to the realm of affairs so that I can be doing the things. I was already, made to be a leader. Guess what? A whole lot of us here, we are waiting. Some of us are even complaining. This my leader is doing this. This my leader is doing this. Why not grow up so that you can be the best that you can be? Ladies and gentlemen, even when your list is booked, you are still waiting for your leader to tell you this one attended, this one didn't attend. Can't you ask for attendance? Can't you ask for the summary of your booking record? Oh, tell your leader, once my booking is done, maybe you have just come in, immediately ask for that your list. So you even know how far your leader has worked on it, so that you can follow up, so that you can do this. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Today, I decided to do a follow-up. I've done this training a couple of times, but I decided to do it today. I decided to do it today again because I want a whole lot of you to know how you can start following up on your prospects, start following up on people, start relating with people that are supposed to join your business. Don't wait for your leader to do this follow-up. Whoever you are, if you follow this training, you'll be able to do follow-up. You will start creating that impact. This is a building era. We are looking forward to immersion. Remember, if you take this thing serious, you will start signing in a lot of persons. And guess what? With or without the input of your leader, you are going to start creating that success. And you will even be that leader that you are wanting, that you are looking at. You will be that leader that you are looking at. And guess what? You will have all it takes to become successful. So I decided that today I'm going to do what we call, in fact, follow-up guide for beginners. A whole lot of people have come into this business. Guess what? They are waiting. Please hear me and hear me well. Another big problem people experience in this business is how the sole person, whoever that signed you in, prospected you. Trust me when I say this thing, because, ladies and gentlemen, I have seen this thing. In fact, it is an experience. A lot of people, ordinarily, they would have become superstars in this business, but the way they were so sorry, you can imagine a cross-line connector calling me by this time. Guess what? Because the person doesn't even understand that if you are a good connector, this is no good time to call any leader. If you are a good member of C21LG, it is no good time to call any leader. So please, I want you to confirm if you can hear me. If you can hear me, go and confirm it. Just type 1. Let me know you can hear me. All distracted me. Okay, if you can hear me, just confirm. Okay, good. That's coming from my leaders there. Thank you very much for confirming that. Now, let us begin. Let us begin. I want a lot of persons today. See, this business is so simple, because a lot of us can become super successful. But you know the only problem? You came in and you started believing whatever your leader told you. You started believing whatever the person that signed in told you, and say, just come in. I'm going to put this person under you. I'll pull your leg. I'll move your team. I'll do this. That was what they told you. Some of them must have told you that because they did not understand network marketing. See, if this business, if somebody can do this business for you other than providing mentorship and giving you the assistance for you to grow, giving you the assistance for you to grow your team, if somebody can do more than that by taking charge of your business, being the one to put people under you, if not giving you just that support, giving you that mentorship, providing that environment for you to run, if somebody can do more than that, tell the person is a lie. If people can run this business for others, just run it for them so that they become successful. Trust me, my super mentor, Nurse Juliet Okonkwo, would have been the first person to run it for the members of her family. But do you know that there are, in fact, I've not even seen any of her family members in this business that is in a very good leadership position. Do you know why? Because you can't run it. Of course, you can start the business for them. You can start it for them. You can provide that mentorship, but they can believe that, oh, This one is my sister. She can run it for me. She can do this. She can do this. No, our business is never monkey the walk, baboon the chop. But one thing I want you to appreciate today is this. For many a time, you have been into Ponzi schemes. For many a time, you have run into fraudulent schemes. In no distance time, you got your fingers burnt. In no distance time, you got your money went down the drain. Why don't you appreciate the fact that you're in a business, that you have even gone away and you came back and the business is still there for you? Appreciate the business for its genuinity. Appreciate the business for it having the perfect business model that can take you to the next level. Why are you hating it? You are hating it for the very fact that you are here now and you realize that there is work to do. Tell me elsewhere that will fetch you a fortune and there is nothing to do. If there is, trust me, that is no perfect business model. It can never be sustained. A lot of people have been into such projects. The project went down the drain, but thank God you are here today. So if you're any person that signed in this business told you, don't just come in, it's going to see. If you even decide to be getting money that you put no effort, I want to tell you, you better start resenting such money because it will do you no good. Appreciate this. One thing they say is that there is dignity in labor. However, the organization is ready to provide the mentorship on how to achieve your daily labor in this business and reap the fruits of your labor. Appreciate it. Appreciate it that the very fact that in this business, it is not the one that tomorrow we are hearing the business has gone down the drain. The business is no longer there. The business has full there. It is not of such. The only problem now is be part of the scheme, be part of the doings so that you can become successful. I think that one now has become the problem. Abi, ladies and gentlemen, please, I want you to understand this. I want you to understand this. There is no passion playing small. There is no passion not getting involved. There is no passion not becoming part and parcel of what you are involved in. There is no passion you being on the side and watch things unfold. So, ladies and gentlemen, today is my greatest pleasure for me to unfold this training for you. What is it called? This is what? This is what? Follow-up guide for what? For beginners. You can do a follow-up, right? You can do a follow-up. What is it? It's follow-up guide for beginners. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. Whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. You can follow up your prospects on your own without your leader, without any person, and guess what? You will start getting results. Now, let us begin very fast, because I really want to take you on this training. I don't know if you can see my screen. Okay, so sorry. I don't know why the network on my phone is fluctuating. Even though I was still connected with my laptop, but the network on my phone was fluctuating. But I believe you can hear me right now. Please, if you can hear me, I want you to confirm that by typing one. You can hear me. I just pray the network will behave itself. If you can hear me, okay, good. That's coming from Ogochukwu Blessing. Thank you very much. So we're going to continue. So what are we talking about? What is this follow-up? What is follow-up? I believe you have seen my screen there. Okay. Now, sorry, my phone is misbehaving. I don't know why. Okay. So follow-up is a reinforcement of previous action or event. What do we mean? Reinforcement of a previous action or event. I'm going to run fast. Maybe if you are unable to catch this, you can screenshot the screen. Okay. Now, follow-up is simply an act of following up someone to achieve a particular goal. Now, what is that goal? The goal is for them to be part of your business, right? You recommended somebody. Why did you recommend the person? You want the person to be part of this business. That's why you recommended the person in the first place. So as you are following the person up, what are you expecting to do? You want to achieve that particular goal. Okay, so of course it is an action or a thing that starts to increase the effectiveness of a previous one. Okay, so as a second or subsequent later phone call or visit. So what it means is that as soon as you, I'm trying to take this system control off so that you can see the screen very well. Let me see if I can dock the control. Okay. I don't know. Let me take it up and see. I believe is off the way right now. Okay, good. I think it should be off the way right now. Okay. I think it should be off the way right now. Please, if you can see the entire screen right now, can you go to the, if you can see it, just go to the chat section and type 2. If you can see the entire screen, just go there and type 2 if you can see the entire screen. Okay, good. So that's coming from manipulate. That means you can see the entire screen. Okay, so what we are saying is that follow-up is simply an act of following up, okay, someone to achieve a particular goal, okay, and guess what? It's an action or a thing that serves to increase the effectiveness of a previous one as a second or subsequent later phone call or visit. So what it means is that when somebody has attended the event, you can chat the person up to find out if the person really, how do I put it? If the person really is interested to join the business. Now, guess what we are doing? We are trying to reinforce. We are trying to reinforce a previous action or event somebody was exposed to. You want to reinforce it. Maybe the person didn't see clearly, or maybe you are even trying to get the person protected. So guess what? At any point in time, you don't just submit your list and assume that the leader is going to do all. Remember what I said. You must get involved. Don't just assume the leader is going to do everything. You must get involved. You must get involved, ladies and gentlemen. You must get involved. So when you submit your contact list, ask your leader, when is it going to be booked? Ask, or that's your upline. When is this list going to be booked? The person will tell you it's going to be booked so time, and they're expected to book. As soon as the list is booked, tell him I need the booking record so that you can see the responses of those people. There are somebody you meet, deception, that are full of deception in this place. Somebody you meet, this person will tell you, oh, I've not been called. Then you will go and check. On the report they sent to you, maybe you have seen that the person was called but was not cooperating. Then you tell the person, oh, the organization told me that they called you, but you were not interested, or you didn't even want to cooperate with the person, with the caller. Do you understand? Because people are very, very funny. People are very trickish. People do a whole lot of things. In fact, there are some of them that once they call them, they say all manner of rubbish. When they see you, they pretend as if the organization has not gotten back to them. Now, when you have all this record, you'll be able to know people who have even accepted that they are going to see the business opportunity and the time they are going to see it. By the time you have all these things, let me tell you what you're going to do. Let's assume that somebody is going to see the opportunity tomorrow, okay? And the event is taking place by 11 tomorrow. Then guess what? You can even call the person and reach out to the person on phone in the morning. Oh, okay, maybe the person is John. Say, hey, John, how are you doing? Good morning. Okay, in fact, I got an information from the organization I recommended you that you have been selected and you have been invited to attend the event today. Are you on your way going to that place? Because if you go late, you are not going to be accepted. Do you know that this singular call can make the person to hasten up and go to that place? Do you know that? The person, oh, in fact, I just got a memo. The person, I got a memo from the organization that you have been selected and you have been invited because you already have the booking record. Very early in the morning, you put a call across to them. While others are playing, you can start creating your own success. You just tell the person, oh, I got a memo from the organization I recommended you that you have been selected and you have been invited to attend today. And guess what? In fact, the person, you don't tell the person, I believe you are on your way, because if you don't get there on time, you're not going to be allowed in. Why are you leaving everything in the hands of another? It's like leaving your own destiny in the hands of another. You just get involved and you will see things happen differently for you. Okay, so sorry, I got a call, but I believe you can hear me now. So all you need to do is what? Get involved, and I believe you can see things happening differently for you. Let me tell you something. I had somebody who signed in, about 2 persons. They both came in with wonderful packages in our Nsukka office. As I'm talking to you today, one of them, on the same day they signed, one of them today has not gotten a single sign up, and the other person has gotten three sign-ups. Now, what is the difference? The other person is getting involved. The other person doesn't want to get involved. So if you are getting involved, guess what? You will start creating success. You will start creating success while others are waiting. That was what I did. I went to Sunji. I said, give me my list. I started getting involved. And as soon as I started getting involved, the business started working for me. Network marketing is not a place where you come and fold your hand. But do you know the good thing? The good thing is that whatever you do, it will be worth it at the end. I am telling you the gospel truth. Whatever you do, it will be worth it at the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are we talking about? Now, watch this. Why do you need to follow up? Okay? What you need to know about follow-up. What you need to know about this follow-up. Number 1, this is the fortune of our business. In fact, that's what Eric Worre said. Eric Worre said that the fortune in our business is in follow-up. You know why? The reason is that 90% of people who sign in this business, they have either been exposed before or they were followed up to join. Only 10% see the business the first time and key in. Do you understand? Only 10% see this business the first time and key in. In fact, this is me talking to you, the very person that is talking to you. I saw the business first time 2016. I did not join it. But guess what? when Barrister Wilson Ifeanyi recommended me 4 years after was when I joined the business. 90% of people who signed in our business are people who have been previously exposed. Do you see why follow-up is important? Because you might be the person who started cooking the food, but you might not be the person that will eat the meal. Do you know why? Because by the time the food is half cooked, guess what? Another person will come and finish the job for you and take the person. Because 90% of people who will be keen into this opportunity are people who have been exposed before, people who had pre-information about the business, right? Now, guess what? You also need to know that people need assurance and reassurance from you before they can sign in our business. They need that assurance. See, just little push. Somebody had, in fact, the very first sign up that came in my business came as a result of follow-up. The person never wanted to be part of it, but because the person that recommended the person just said, okay, why not just, this thing is not a scam. This is, guess what? Boom. The follow-up brought in the person. In fact, I have lots of examples. Let me tell you, the one of my leaders on Umahia, consultant Joseph Chukwemeka, is follow-up that brought him in this business. The first time the person that the consultant called him, he said, "You scammer, don't call me again." Guess what? The person that recommended him followed him up and reassured him that this is not scam. And guess what? The person keyed into the business. Now, that is why Eric Ward said that the fortune of our business is in follow-up. Ladies and gentlemen, follow-up serves as a little more push before they can jump into the business. Are you wondering why follow-up is important? It serves as what? Little push before people can join in our business. Okay, now watch this again. Follow-up is record and statistics driven. If you must be doing follow-up, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you must not do it haphazardly. You must have proper recording. Because if you don't have proper recording, guess what? In fact, if you don't have good recording of follow-up, the follow-up will be anyhow. It will be in a haphazard manner. You will not understand what it takes for you to build this business. It is statistics driven. You must have proper record. And I'm going to be showing you how you can generate this proper record so that somebody you followed up 4 years after, you can still follow the person and you can keep the same conversation where you left off going because you have proper record. Ladies and gentlemen, follow-up is in fact, like every other aspect of our business is what? Duplicable. When you follow somebody up, somebody signs in the business, the person will understand that follow-up is what's doing, and the person too will start doing it. Have you also noticed that people who see the opportunity the very first time, signed in that very first time, they get discouraged once you book their list and nobody keyed into the opportunity? Have you noticed it? In fact, because they will be expecting people to see the opportunity the way they themselves saw it. And when it is not happening that way, it is a problem. I hope you know, it is already a problem. Once it's not happening that way, it's a problem. But do you know that if you go for home lunch for somebody that was followed up, even if somebody did not sign in that place, it will be that person that will leave you the college. Don't worry, I'm going to follow them up. You see, this one is going to kick in. Once he's paid, he's going to kick in. Once this one gets his salary, he's going to kick in. You know what? The person will start following up. The person will start doing that thing that was done on him or her when the person keyed into the opportunity. That is one thing follow-up can do for you. It is duplicable. So learn how to do it. Okay? Now, follow-up is also a skill. Is a skill. It is not anyhow stuff. In fact, according to the serials of our business, follow-up is the number 4. The number 4 skill you need to have up your sleeves. That is it. Now, follow-up is a culture for the professionals in our business. Now, what is the culture? They say culture is the way of the people. So if you say follow-up is a culture, what it means is that if you are a professional, follow-up is a must-do. on a daily basis. It becomes your lifestyle in this business. It's a culture for the professionals. Are you wondering why professionals, they have proper record books, follow-up book for them to follow? They keep following up because they understand the importance. They know that this is the fortune in the business. Of course, people are different, and at one point in their lives, in any stage, they are not open. Okay, I think that is a typo there. Now, people are what? Different. And at one point in their lives, in a stage that they are not open to new opportunities. Okay, that's the typo there. But what I'm trying to drive at here is that people are different. And at different points in their lives, guess what? At different points in their life, there are different stages in their life. That is what I mean. At different points in their life, there are different stages. And at one stage, guess what? They are not open to new opportunities. At one stage, they are open to new opportunities. At the other stage, they are indifferent. Do you understand me? So that is people for you. And that's what Eric Ward say, that you keep following up because of this very factor. You keep following up because you will never know when they will be open to new opportunities. In fact, you might recommend somebody in this business, the person will be, like, hell no, I don't want to be part of it. Maybe the person has one small job that the person thinks can take him or her somewhere. Years into that job, the person's eye will open that this cannot lead the person to financial freedom. And guess what? The person will be open to new opportunities. And when your follow-up comes right in time, guess what? The person will key into the opportunity. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is how it happens in our business. Are you wondering? That's how it happens in our business. At that point where they are open, some are at that point when they are open. Now, when people say no to the business, guess what they are doing? They are simply saying not now. So any no you get in the business is not really no. It is just, the person is just saying. All right, so sorry, I was beginning to have issues again with my network, but I believe you can hear me now. I think I wonder why my phone network is misbehaving. That of my laptop is not doing the same. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Okay. So now, guess what? Follow up. Follow up is, in fact, is something that you need to understand, that when somebody is telling you no, don't just get bottled up and say, the person said no again. Of course, the person is just saying not now. So understand it that way so that you can keep following up the person, right? Okay, so now let's move ahead. So now, why follow up? Let's look at this very, very quickly. Why do we need to follow up? Number one, it has been established that 90% of people, I've said this before, who sign in our business are people who have been exposed before. People who have attended our business opportunity meeting before, or watched the presentation video and did not sign up immediately. 90% of them. These are people, and when you follow them up, they key into the business. Now, this is the reason why reinforcement is necessary. Remember what we say follow up is? We say follow up is the reinforcement of a previous action or event. And now, because of this huge figure of people who see the opportunity, they don't key in, this is why reinforcement is necessary. In fact, like as you saw during the Diamond project launch, you will see a hall maxed out. You will see, let me say, a hall of 5,000, 7,000 maxed out. For how many sign-ups? Do you see up to 1,000 sign-ups? In fact, if you see 1,000, is a huge sign-ups. then the remaining 6,000 or remaining 4,000 people that didn't sign, what do you think will happen? They have been exposed. It's not that they are not going to be join the business. They will still join the business, but that exposure was not enough. What it says, it takes an average person 5 to 6 exposures to say, sign me up, sign me into the business. It takes them average of 5 to 6 exposures before they can say, sign me up in the business. So following the skills of this profession, follow-up is the fourth skill after the third, which is presentation skill. So therefore, follow-up should, start 30 minutes to 1 hour after the presentation. What do I mean by that? If somebody comes to see this opportunity, now when you have asked for your booking record, today is Friday. What we have today is massive booking for different mega events. So guess what will be happening? By tomorrow, maybe by the end of today, that person that has booked your list asks for the booking record. The person sends you the booking record. You see that, I have Mr. Shaibu. Mr. Shaibu on my list, number 5, will be attending tomorrow by 11. If Mr. Shaibu attends tomorrow by 11, guess what is going to be happening? Once you can just give from that 11, maximum 2 hours, 30 minutes, start following up on Mr. Shaibu. You know why? Because when Mr. Shaibu has seen this opportunity, if he did not key into the opportunity, as he leaves the place, he's walking into the wolves who are like sheep. In fact, he's walking into the wolves in sheep clothing. I think that's how they say it. But guess what? Make sure you have an encounter with Mr. Shaibu before the wolves do. Make sure you do. If not, you are going to be missing out on the fortune of this business, ladies and gentlemen. So it is best to reach out to your prospects first before enemies do. Who are the enemies? The ignorant people, the naysayers, the wolf, the friendly fires. Who are they? They appear in different forms, shapes, sizes, colors. They appear. And why are they like that? They are simply ignorant. They are simply ignorant of what we are doing. And that is why a whole lot of them are going to be the one that will be confusing your people as soon as they attend this business opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? Let us look at step-by-step guide to follow up your prospects. Step-by-step guide. Now, number 1, all you need to do as soon as your prospect has attended, guess what? Call or visit your prospect after he or she has attended the event, the presentation. It is either you chat the person up, or you put a call across to the person, or you write to the person. But best call or visit, the most effective call or visit. You know, in this part of the country, we are not very good using emails and letters. Abroad, there it works that way. In fact, they even they use email more like they use WhatsApp chats. Trust me. But guess what? Here we are not that very used to that. So the most effective is either you visit the person if you are closer to the person, or you put a phone call across to the person. That's more effective. Okay, now, once you call the person, it is not time for frivolities. It is not time to discuss about the village people. It is not time to talk about the Christmas experience. It's not time to talk about the Salah experience. It's not time to talk about the church experience. It is time for business. You have called the person for business and go straight to the point. So once you call the person, share greeting with the person, the next thing you are going to ask the person is, you find out the category he or she got selected in or enrolled. Of course, in our business, we enroll people into different categories. We have category 1 mentorship, category 2 mentorship, and category 3 mentorship. So once you call the person, ask the person. First question you ask the person is to find out the category the person got selected in. But first of all, you can ask the person, did you stay to the end? The person say, oh, of course I stayed to the end. Because if the person didn't stay to the end, I'm going to be telling you what you will do if the person didn't stay to the end. But let's focus on the person stayed till the end. So if the person stayed to the end, you are going to ask the person, okay, what category did you were you selected in? What category were you enrolled? You know, find out. The person tells you, oh, the person says, I got selected in so category. If the person says, oh, I was selected in category 1, ask the person, okay, good. Congratulations, I know. So that means you are one of those who made at least the minimum payment. Ask that question to be sure. Because the person might not know what you are asking of. So, because the person might be distracted during the selection process, and the person will just tell you, oh, of course, I'm in the first. Maybe because the person raised hand and went in, the person will assume I'm the first category. No, it doesn't work that way. Make sure that the person made that payment. If the person made that payment, then you tell the person, wow, congratulations. Congratulate him or her, okay, for joining first category. Okay? Now, once you congratulate the so sorry, the network keep disturbing, but guess what? We are unstoppable. We are unstoppable, and it can't stop us. Okay, now let's keep moving ahead. So now, once the person says, I'm in the first category, okay, you ask the person, you mean you are among those that paid at least the minimum package to key into the opportunity? The person say, yes, I did. This, you now tell the person, wow, congratulations, welcome into the family. You congratulate the person, and immediately do start the person right. I'm going to tell you how to start the person right. No, how do you now start the person? Just congratulate the person. Tell the person, you are welcome into the family. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations for seeing the vision. Guess what? I'm going to be working personally with you. Own up to that. Tell the person, I'm going to be working personally with you. In fact, I'm going to be assisting you all the way for you to see the vision of this very organization, okay, clearer, and achieve the required success. Now, there are 2 important startup activities you need to engage yourself in. That's what you tell the person. There are 2 important startup activities. That is a startup script. Ask for it. But I'm just giving you a heads up on it. Tell the person there are 2 important startup activities you need to engage yourself in, okay, over the next few days. Now, what are these 2 activities? Number 1, the person needs to generate so number of contact lists to get started in the business. Okay, then you tell the person the do's and don'ts. Tell the person, don't go and start calling those people. Don't go and start telling them anything. Don't go and start having any kind of meeting with them. The reason is because you will end up confusing them. Rather, allow the organization to take them through the normal process of contact recommendation. That's what you tell the person. Okay, so don't go and stress yourself. Don't go and do the hard part of spreading the news to those people you have generated their names. Don't go and do all those things. Just wait after your training. You are going to be shown the easy steps to communicate those people. Very easy steps via text message, and it will be the responsibility of the consultants to put a phone call across to them and invite them to see the opportunity just the way you saw it today. Guess what? That's the first startup activity, generating that contact list. Then you tell the person the do's and don'ts. Now watch the next thing you do. The next thing you do is that you go ahead and tell the person the second startup activities. Tell the person, once you have compiled that list, the second is for you to attend the starter guide, the starter guide training. Okay, we call it the quick starter guide training for you to start running as expected. Guess what? If you know the time, you schedule the time immediately. If you don't know, you get across to your leader that knows and find out and reach out to the person the day the person should be attending. You are done with it. Guess what? Somebody who signed the business the same day with you will be wondering, why are you getting success? Why are you getting success and not? It's because you are getting involved. Remember, you are already putting in the work. Let me tell you something. Grace abounds where there is hard work. If you see grace, what defines grace is hard work. Forget there is no, in fact, even the scripture says it that In fact, he who does not work should not eat. That is it. So how can grace abound when God himself is the origin of hard work? Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? What you need to do is that, but guess what? If the person was not selected in any of the category, okay, now if he or she joins second or third category or even BA, I still congratulate the person, right? And still let the person know that he or she can still join the first category if he or she can complete the payment that day. You may need to enumerate the benefits of the first category. What are those benefits? They will be in the presenter and the mastermind mentorship. They are going to be, their own system is going to be created immediately, and they stand the chance of being supported with people who will be coming after them immediately because they are keying into the system immediately. Now, you are enumerating these benefits for them. The essence is for you to convert them from that second or third category to first category, even when they have gone home. A lot of people have been converted that way. So don't think what I'm telling you is not working. It works. A lot of people have been converted that way. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? The next thing you need to do, as soon as you've communicated the person this way, then you let the person know that you just sound it as if you are helping the person. And of course, that's what you are doing. You are helping the person to get into the first category. Sound it, because people love to hear it when it sounds you are helping them. Tell them that you are going to reach out to the consultants on their behalf so that they can be enrolled in the first category immediately, right? Now, guess what? Now, if he or she didn't join any category, take the following steps to reinforce the vision to him or her with the aim of converting the person to category 1. Can you see the follow-up steps? Then you take the following steps. Now, what are the steps? Step 1, ask why. Very simple. Okay. Oh, you didn't join any of the category. Oh, but the event you saw is awesome, right? The person say, yeah, it's awesome, but you see, I did not have money. Good. The person has raised the objection. Whatever the person say, why the person didn't join is an objection. And these objections they are going to raise, they come in many variegated ways. But don't worry about the many forms they appear. They are categorized into 2 broad categories, according to Eric Warren. 1, they have limited belief in network marketing. 2, they have limited belief in themselves. These are just the 2 reasons why they will raise whatever objection they will raise. Because somebody is telling you, I don't have money. Now, that same person saying, I don't have money, is because the person is yet to see the vision clearer. What if you drop a car worth 20 million naira and you tell somebody who say, I don't have money, that what can get you this money is if you can, by all means, get 50,000 naira or 70,000 naira to claim a car of 20 million. What do you think the person will do? The person will surmount all his hindrances and get you the money. It's because the person is seeing a big value. One thing the person doesn't realize is that the business can help him to get many of cars worth 20 million. And you see the reason? So they raise this objection because they are not yet ready to run. They are not seeing the business clearly. They are not seeing it as something that can take them out of what? Out of poverty. They are not seeing it as something that can help them reach out to millions or thousands of people in the world. They have not seen it that way. So guess what they do? They raise this objection. So ask them why. And even though you know it's an objection, once you ask, listen to her objection carefully. Listen to the objection or reason why the person didn't join the first category. Don't just assume that the person is playing trick on you. Listen. Once you listen, guess what? Step 3, accept the objection. Don't tell the person, look at this, your hair you plaited. Is it not worth more than 70,000? Even that attach, I know how much is sold. It's sold for 100K. Now, how much is the person that play? You don't just want to help yourself. You don't want me to take you to financial freedom. You don't want me to do this. No, don't say those words. If not, it becomes derogatory. It becomes insulting. And you don't know how the person is going to perceive it. So don't use those words at all. Rather, guess what you do? Accept the objection. The person tells you, I don't have money. Accept it. You tell the person, of course, Yes, I know money is hard to come by these days. Accept the objection. Guess what? What is this step? Now step 4. That's the typo there. Step 4. Step 4. What do you need to do? After you have accepted the objection, guess what you need to do? Tell a story. Tell a story. A story of related objection you had during your own time, or someone you know, and how you or the person overcomes the objection or overcame the objection. Now, guess what? You just tell a story, you just relate a story of someone you know, or maybe yourself. If it is not about yourself, so it will never be about the person. Remember, you are telling this story, relating it to yourself or someone. Automatically, the person will be seeing himself in that story. Don't paint the story direct to the person. I hope you are following me, so that it doesn't become derogatory. Don't paint the story direct to the person. For example, somebody say, I don't have money. Guess what? All I need to do, I will accept that objection, of course. My friend, I truly, I can relate to what you are saying. I can relate because money is hard to come by. Money is hard to come by these days. Very, very hard to come by, especially in this dwindling economy. Money is hard to come by. But you see, I saw this opportunity first time 2016. That was when I saw this opportunity. And you know what? You see, I'm telling a story about myself. If it's not about me, I can tell a story of someone I know. Then I said, you see, I said first time 2016. But guess what? That 2016, I didn't join you because I said to myself, I don't have money for this. That's it. And guess what? I didn't join the organization. But do you know the funniest thing? 4 years after, I was shown the opportunity again. And this time around, the same excuse I had was staring before me. 4 years. You can imagine what happened to me, my dear friend. 4 years. My problem was money. And today, my problem is still money. Then I realized something. You know what I realized? I realized that if I don't change anything in my life, nothing was really going to change. And guess what? As I made this, as I came to the realization of this, I found a way. I found a way. Of course, I remember that my pay points then, my company was in Access Bank. And I remember clearly Access Bank was often sending me a message on payday loan, payday loan. Of course, I've never showed interest on payday loan, but at that point in time, I realized that if I didn't change anything, nothing was going to change. Of course, I remember that, and I took advantage of it. I took loan from Access Bank. What I'm telling you is the gospel truth of what happened to me. I took loan. Even the money was not even enough. I still borrowed from a friend and joined it. I took that loan and I paid for that one account that day. And of course, that day ended my day of borrowing from Access Bank. You see, and today I make good money from this very organization. You see, the way I'm relating it to myself, I'm not pointing it directly to the person, but already the person will be seeing his or her own picture in my story. And you know why I did this? I did this because I didn't want my next 4 years to be like my past 4 years. That is one thing I didn't want it to be. And of course, I was able to change that situation by that singular decision. Now, guess what the next step is? Offer a solution. At this point in time, I'm going to offer a solution according to what Eric told us by using the word if, would. If, would. If I do this, would you do this? If I do that, would you do that? If that happens, would you do that? Then I'll tell the person. If I show you a way that this very obstacle of yours can be made possible for you so that you can get started in this business, would you take advantage of that? The person will say, of course, yes, I will. I'll take advantage of it. Of course, the best solution you have, offer it to the person. Of course, you can tell the person, okay, now let me ask you a question. Do you have any kind of mutual association you belong to, like meeting and all that can offer you low interest rate? Okay, now the good thing is that you can leverage from this. You can take advantage of it, and it will end your day of borrowing, and you will be the one in the next 2-3 years coming, be the lender to other people. You can take advantage of it. You are the person that knows the person very well. So you can offer solutions around the person's condition. You can offer, in fact, one of the solutions that Elijah offered to architect Moses Onu was, he told him, can you send messages to so number of your friends, asking them for just 1,000 naira? If you can send message to 50 of your friends, asking them for 1,000, of course, you're going to get 50,000 naira. Guess what to start? And that was what architect Moses Onu did. He just sent him a message, compose that message, he sent it. Some people started paying money, just 1,000. He told them, if you are my friend, I am from you. And those friends started saying, today, architect Moses only said that some of those people that sent him that 1,000 today come to borrow money from him because he has made money. So whatever solution, offer it to the person. And to crown that offer, tell the person, we are going to have more discussion on this to cement this, but that will be after your training. What I need you to now is take this sheet of paper, get social contact. You can send the person our online. But guess what? We are unstoppable. I believe you can still see my screen. I don't know, my laptop keeps giving me issues. I see my screen. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, now let us move ahead. So guess what? You will offer this solution. Once you offer this solution, guess what? The person will be willing to take it. The person will be willing to take it. Once the person takes it, then you tell the person, come for your training. So you can send the soft copy of our contact form and tell the person, just go to any business center, print it for like less than 15 naira and use it to generate your contact list and attend it so day. After attending that training, I'm going to call you to give you step-by-step, frankly, guide to get started in this wonderful business. Now, guess what? Or maybe I'll meet you in the office if you are closer to the office where the person wants to give you step-by-step guide. Ladies and gentlemen, you're on your way building your own empire by these singular, simple steps that you'll be taking. Or rather than waiting for your leader. See, your leader might have 1,001 responsibilities in his hands. And what it means is that the speed at which he attends to your own determines how far you go. But you can change that speed by getting involved. You can get involved. So offer that solution. Now, the next thing you need to do is to start to know how to handle different kind of objection. Some of that person they can give you an objection of time. You now tell the person, well, okay. First of all, listen, accept, and tell a story. Then you can tell the person, what if, can you really envisage a situation where not having time will never be your problem again without having your financial flow distorted or interrupted or reduced or anything happening to it? The person is going to start envisaging a situation where he or she has an ample time to live with the family and still has good incoming flow, right? I don't know, can you still hear me? Please, if you can still hear me, I want you to confirm that by typing here 1. If you can still hear me, I want you to confirm that by typing 1. Sorry, we have taken much time, but I think this training is needed. I don't know if it's my network. I'm not seeing anybody typing one on the chat. I think nobody can hear me. Nobody is typing one. If you can hear me, type one on the chat. Let me confirm that. If you can hear me, type one. That means a lot of people are not paying attention, or maybe people are not hearing me. Okay, good. Good. I think I've seen somebody type. Okay. I think that was my network. I was not seeing people typing one, but a whole lot of one here. Thank you very much for confirming that. Thank you. Okay, all right. So guess what? If the person is talking about time, guess what? You now tell the person, after listening, you tell the person, you tell a story related to someone you know that is very busy. Somebody that is even a medical doctor. Somebody like Dr. Umar said he was working 24/7. 24/7. But guess what? He realized that his life doesn't need to didn't need to continue the way it was going. And guess what he did? He started creating some time. And today he has a whole lot of time to himself, and he has good income flow. You tell a story relating to that, and guess what? You tell the person, if I offer you a solution, if I offer you, or if I show you a simple way to get started in this business without causing a disruption to your busy schedules, will you be willing to get started? it is an irresistible offer. There's somebody, if I show you how you can get started in this amazing business without having a disruption to your busy schedule, would you be willing to get started? The person will say, of course, yes. Tell the person, okay, I need you to do one simple steps. Generate your contact list, do this one, attend your training. After that, I'm going to show you how we can work with you in a very flexible manner for you to get started without disrupting your busy schedules. If somebody is telling you, I'm a student. Have you heard the story of Joy Imba? Relate that story. Accept it. Of course, I know students, they don't need to get distracted and all that, but let me tell you, in fact, go and watch Eric Wariflo. You'll see how he handled the student's objection very well. He said that was the way he related that story, that in fact, do you know that what you start doing by the side, being a student, is going to amount more in value than your entire life studies. Try. By the time the person saw it in that light, the person gets started. You cannot tell the person the story of Joy Imba. This is somebody that started. The person was studying accountancy in the university, and she started this business on the side and started building it, following this flexible plan method of this very organization. And by the time, in fact, just this year, she was celebrated for one of the Club 50 MNers. And let me tell you, her counterpart who studied with her, they cannot boast of what? 5 million earner. In fact, they cannot boast of 5 million ever since they started working. And she made that even before she graduated. Child is an irresistible offer. If you know how to do or to handle, in fact, handling objection is another training. Maybe in one of our power services, I'm going to be teaching us handling objections, step-by-step way to effectively handle any objection. I'm going to be teaching us that. Okay. So, but remember, step 6 is for you to offer the solution, get the person started. Now, I'm going to be rounding up. We don't have time again. So, but let me quickly show you the sample record. The sample record for what? For follow-up activities. You can see it there. I have a sample record. Now, all you need to do, if you know how to generate Excel, you can use Excel for this. If you don't know how to generate Excel, you can use what we call it. You can buy a hard tick cover note, then open the 2 pages. It will give you a spread page to have this kind of recording. Okay. Now, if you look at number 1 on my screen, I have something they call number 1 Ukamako Bodo. You can see with the reservation code, names through current code. You write the reservation code because you'll not just be following up for your personal prospect, you'll be following up prospects for your team members as well, so that when they sign up, you don't see it as your personal sign up. Rather, if the person you are following up has left the business, then you will still use and support the person, but you can be the sponsor, because our business no be baboon the chop. I mean, monkey they walk, baboon they chop. But as long as the person is also in the business and the person is also getting involved, of course, once the person sign up, both of you win. The person who will sponsor, both of you will win. Okay. Now, guess what? Then the next thing is the phone number. You write the next column is phone number. The next one is date or place of exposure. You can see there, you see the phone number, you see the dates there, and then Enugu office. That was where the person attended. Then you have R1/date, R2/date, R3/date. Okay, those are R1 means response 1, R2 response 2, R3 response 3. Now, I followed up, the person says response 1, somebody died for me. My children went to school. We are waiting for burial. This is I think I keep having this issue on my cell phone. I don't know, but for my laptop is stable. Okay, so you keep on having whatever they tell you. Remember, it comes under 2 broad categories. Is either that they don't have belief for themselves. That is always a caption, or maybe they don't believe in network marketing. Then number 2 is R3. You followed up the person again. You say waiting for salary. This time around, something is changing. And then the 3rd one, can you see the unexpected result? Not interested. That is on 25th of July 2023. It says not interested. Then once the person says not interested, it's time to do, or maybe you have finished the calling. If you have Excel, you can have R1 to R7. Excel keeps extending. Excel becomes very flexible, but maybe you're having it in a hard copy, you can keep it 3 response column. Once you exhaust the response column, then guess what? You will have the last column as what? KIV. What do you mean by KIV? Keep in view. So even if the person says not interested, you don't leave the person. You don't, in fact, you stop following up the person until the day you call and they say the person is dead. That's when you stop. That the person says I'm not interested is not enough. Once the person says not interested, you do KIV, keep in view. You write the dates. That means you now give it 19th from that day. The 19th of December 2023 is 6 months. You do keep in view 6 months. So every day, remember, follow-up is a culture for profession. Every day, as you go through this follow-up, if you have, let me tell you, you've not started this business, your business must be record and statistics driven. Don't do it anyhow. Now, when you look at this, you see that every day, as you go through that column of KIV, you will see people that you've written the day. Once you do KIV, you check 6 months from that day is what? So on 19th of December 2023, I must have gone through this my KIV column to see people I needed to follow up that day, right? Because I did a KIV. Then after I did the KIV, the person didn't business. Now watch the interesting part. The number 2 is becomes the same person. Ukamako Bodo. The phone number repeated, and then, but watch the date of exposure. Very interesting, from KIV. So you know that this person will be following up on this person. Then the response 1 will be what she will say on that day you followed her up on KIV column. I will pay next week. This time around, she said I will pay next week. What date is that? On that same day. Can you see? It is on that same day. On that same day, you did the KIV that she now say will pay next week. So you keep following her up. Then then look at number 3. And guess what? Now, sorry, I believe you can hear me now. Sorry, the thing keeps showing off. Once my network is stable, my phone keeps throwing it off and on. So, but it doesn't happen like that on my laptop. So now, guess what happened? Then for the number 3, you see it. The response one, the person says a Ponzi scheme. So you write it, you keep on it like that. You have your record. So that's if I pick this my record book coming next 4 years on the R tray for the first call. Okay, yes, so I can now have what to say. Do you understand me? I can now have what to say with respect to what the person told me. Now, I'm going to be ending it here. Okay, now, guess what? In conclusion, follow-up is not just a skill or culture, but fortune of the business. Can you see the importance of follow-up? It is a skill, it's a culture, but more importantly, it's a fortune. It's a fortune in our business. So if you really want to build and grow the business, follow-up is a must for you and I. That's the simple truth. Follow-up is what? A must for you and I. Follow-up is what? A must for you and I. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be ending the meeting here. Sorry we took extra more minutes, but we needed to do this. I think in our subsequent Power Cell meeting, we're going to be having this. And one thing I forgot to tell you is what the person will say, what you would say when the person said I didn't stay till the end. Once the person said I didn't stay till the end, it becomes that other process is not needed. Once the person said I didn't stay till the end, you now tell the person, okay, that means you missed the selection part. That's what you tell the person. That means you missed the selection part. Okay, I'm going to send you a recorded video so that you'll be able to see the end. And then after that video, guess what? We're going to have discussion to clear gray areas. Then after the video, then you just tell the person, you call the person back. But before you send the video, you tell the person, if I send the video now, when will you have time for sure to watch it? The person say, tomorrow evening. Tell the person, tomorrow evening I'll send it. Don't send it now. Because if you send it now, the person is going to do what? The person is going to ignore it and not watch it. So when that tomorrow evening comes, you call the person again and tell the person, are you ready now? The person says yes. Boom, you will send it. You understand? Then you tell the person, I'll get back to you in the next 1 hour. So that once the person is done watching it, you get back to the person. And when you get back to the person, you ask the person, I believe it was awesome. The person says yes, so let's get you started. Then this is the part you need to learn about close down as well, so that you can also be winning every day in the business. So thank you very much for making yourself part of this Power Cell meeting. A whole lot of persons have logged out, but I want to believe that people who needed to grab these skills are still here. People who needed to follow this to the letter are still here. And people who wants to start making progress are still here. The good thing is that network marketing does not need everybody to be there. What it needs is people who are committed so that they can get everybody to be part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to appreciate you for making our time to be here. And I'm really, really happy that you're here. I don't know if my consultant, Fedis Joy, is still here. I think network has thrown her out. Okay, so I think she one of those that's network pushed out or what? She's no longer here. So I'm going to be inviting someone to do a slogan and end the meeting for us. Okay. So I'm going to be inviting the Unbendable Sunnyville. I'll make you a co-host. So I'm going to be handing over the meeting to you because Joy is no longer here. So thank you very much for making yourself part of this meeting. I want you to know that by next one, we're going to be having more of this to help us grow our business on a daily basis. Remember, I love you and I want you to succeed. And guess what? The mansion is coming. Make it a project. Today is our day of massive booking. Every of our offices will have what? Mega event. Book massively. Do IPI. Instruct your team to do that as well. And by Monday, you'll be smiling to the back. Thank you very much. And God bless you. Over to you, my Unbendable, if you are there.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, our unstoppable leader, for this wonderful training this morning. Like this follow-up is what a lot of us need. Someone like me, in fact, the aspect of statistic driven is what is affecting me. To keep that record is the problem. Thank you very much for this. We really appreciate that, and we don't take this for granted. Okay, I'm going to share our slogan so that somebody that is led by the Spirit should lead us in a closing prayer. Let's end the meeting here. If you are led by the Spirit, please can you raise up your hand? Let me just give you room to pray. Let's end the meeting here. Who's going to pray for us? Let's end the meeting. Okay, without a further delay, we close this meeting. Okay, I can see Augustine Iyebu. I have asked you to unmute. Please unmute yourself and lead us in a closing prayer. Augustine, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. We pray in the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Father, we thank you for yet another day you have given us. Thank you for the teaching we had today. That we ask for the grace to apply them in our businesses so that at the end we have a cause to glorify you. Thank you for our leaders. Continue to inspire them so that they will lead us to the greater height. All this we pray. Believing you have done it for us, in Jesus' name. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Go ahead and lead us in our slogan. Please, our top leader, you can unmute or go ahead and lead us in our slogan.
Okay. Leaders, if you are not joining services, you are your own enemy in this business. Leaders, so are we.
We are lion-hearted in network marketing, and with God on our side, we are